obviously, we never always, I guess, are always disappointed after a loss. But, you know, I thought Virginia Tech was a better team today. They faced a lot of adversity, had some kids out and some kids stepped up. And I didn't think that we completely executed the game plan, which is frustrating. But at the end of the day, it's an opportunity for us to learn and grow and get to that level.
Coach, were there certain things that have been working well for you this season in games that was not the case tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we defended very well. I mean, we gave up 74 points. That's a lot. We did out-rebound them by 2, but that third quarter was huge for them. They out-rebounded us in the third quarter. And I don't think we really stuck to the game plan and, clogged the driving lanes like we wanted to and things like that, kind of had each other's back. Offensively, they went, they kind of made us a little bit stagnant when they went zone. And we've seen a lot of zone this year, and we've shredded zone. So I was a little bit surprised to see us get rattled by that. But at the end of the day, it's just an opportunity, like I said, to grow and learn. And we know this is the best conference in the country. So every game is going to be like this. Every game is going to be competitive. They got to bring an A game every day.
Tech hit a three-pointer at the end of the third quarter to make it, I think, a 6-point game. Then 3 different times in the fourth quarter, you kind of pulled within 3 or 4, and they answered with a 3. And what was the effect of those three-pointers?
Yeah, I mean, those were big shots. Those are like daggers. You start to make a run, and then they hit, a big shot. It kind of takes the wind out of you a little bit. But we try to fight back, especially when we started pressing. I think we dug deep in that time because we had a little bit of fatigue. But they hit some big shots, and that's what big-time players do. They hit big shots.
Camryn, what do you think you can take from this game as a team and individually?
I think just as a team, we just got to hold ourselves accountable. Defensively, it wasn't really a great game for us. And I think, getting back to the drawing board, working on our defense, one-on-one accountability and just having each other's back, weak side, gaps, things like that. That definitely will help. And obviously, individually, just rebounding more. I have to get on the glass, get on the boards. I think, our whole post group, that's what we pride ourselves on. So you just got to make sure, we execute that. Getting back to the drawing board for the team. We got practice tomorrow, another big team coming up. So we're just looking ahead and making sure we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Coach, Mir had the 2 quick fouls in the first half, ended up playing only 6 minutes in the first half. She played more in the second. But is she just being over? Does she need to be a little wiser with her aggressiveness, or are they just kind of unlucky calls, 50-50 calls that go against her?
I mean, I think, all of our players are being aggressive, for most of the game. And I think me kind of ramping them up to do that is causing some fouls. But, there's definitely some film we can watch where, Mir can get better at that, and other players, because she wasn't the only one in foul trouble. And it seems to be a theme. So I don't want to take away how aggressive we're trying to play. And I don't want to take away, just the intensity and things like that. But we do have to be smarter about fouls because, we need people on the floor. So, Mir's one of them, but I think our team as a whole.
Coach, it may seem obvious, but with Kitley being out, how much does that change what Virginia Tech brings, and how much did it affect your game plan tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you plan for an All-American type player like Kitley. Obviously, it was a big part of our game plan. But I knew that they had other players that could step up. It changed what they did a little bit, I think, offensively. Defensively, it did change our game plan a little bit too. But I didn't think that was a deciding factor of the game. I think, she's a great player. You plan for her. She didn't show up. We still got to be able to compete at a high level.
For either of you, tie game at halftime. Did their defense do certain things in the third quarter to make it a tough shooting quarter for you in the third?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the zone gave us a little bit of problems. We weren't really hitting shots that we typically hit against the zone. But, they hit big shots. Like you said, a couple at the end of the quarter, end of the shot clock, things like that. That gives the team momentum, especially at home. They had a great crowd here. So that gives their team a little bit more energy. So I think for the most part, we fought back. defensively especially. We ended up giving up too many points, but I thought we fought back in that fourth quarter.
What about Carol's rebounding tonight? Not
Yeah.
getting rebounds.
Really proud of her effort on the glass. That was one thing that we were talking about in the huddles, and she just took it upon herself to try and go get rebounds. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that's maybe a career high in rebounds for her, but maybe she tied. Okay, so that's a lot of rebounds there for from a guard. So I'm proud of her, but it has to be a total team effort on the boards for us.